distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, for our next speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce a little bit of information to you about him first. Yes, he has watched and he has led the industry of advertisement in Asia to what it was like before to what it is like today. Interactive, successful, and of course, colorful. I've met him in Bali. I've also met him in Taiwan. We had such a great conference, both in Taiwan and in Bali, all on ads too. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for Mr. Raymond So, the chairman of Asian Federation of Advertising Associations.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor for me to be here in Islamabad. Thank you, thank you. This is my second trip to Pakistan. My last trip was in 2001, which is 17 years ago. And I went to Karachi to promote the AdAsia in Taipei. And then this year, I'm coming here by invitation, and I'm very glad that I'm back to this beautiful country, and the hospitality that I have received so far is great, and you guys are wonderful. So what I would like to do is to take a while to introduce the Asian Federation of Advertising Associations. I think a lot of friends, when I met them in the past day, they saw my business card and said, oh, you run an association. And I have to explain to them what I did. I've been in the advertising business for 37 years, and I have started at the age of 4. So far, I've enjoyed my business, and at the same time, I've been very active in the association, in the regional organization that promote the well-being and professionalism of advertising. So let me give you a little bit of background about our association, and then I'll go on with my speech, which is Disruption the Chinese Way. Now, the Asian Federation of Advertising Association, it was founded in 1978, so we're 40 years old, and we have coverage all over Asia. We have members in 20 locations in all over Asia, and also we do have 2 members, one in the United States, which is the Asian American Advertising Federation, and also we have a member in Mauritius. Basically, we embrace advertising in a way that we want to provide a platform that all of our professionals can share insights, can share resources, and also promote the social economic development in the respective countries. We basically have members, which we call regular members, and these are the associations of the particular country, the most representative association, and the most influential association. And in addition, we also encourage other members to join us if they agree with the objective of the association. Now, Amelia, whom has attended several of our activities, actually the very biggest activity that we organized for every 2 years is called AdAsia. We actually started AdAsia last year was our 60th anniversary. We have been running this event for 60 years. And last year, we had the event in Bali. And this Congress is actually the largest and most influential industry event, which we have all the experts and professional leaders in marketing communication to sit together. And we have around 1,500 delegates from all over Asia and to talk about the future of advertising and marketing. Next year, 2019, we're going to have AdAsia in Pakistan, in the beautiful city of Lahore. Pakistan has hosted AdAsia in 1988. So after 30 years, AdAsia is coming back to Lahore. And we have a group of Pakistani friends led by the chairman of the organizing committee, Mr. Samad Ali, and also in the room we have other members like Sohail and also Joa. And these professionals, they have promised me that they're going to put together an advertising congress which will showcase the vibrancy, the professionalism and the culture and the industry to their counterparts in Asia and all over the world. And I personally would invite everybody here to join us in Lahore next year. It will be November or early December. We haven't confirmed the date yet. I promise you it's going to be a very, very good experience. And this year, we're going to have an event called Digit Asia. Actually, we have one regional congress every year. And Digit Asia is going to be in Taipei. It's focused on digital development. If you're interested, you're most welcome to come. And we put together a lot of programs to help nourish new talents, to provide insights to young talents to develop their career in marketing and communication. Mr. Bharat Avirani here is our Chief Knowledge Officer, and he's put together this called Fast Track program, which has proven to be a lifetime experience for young managers. If you have good young managers, you can send them to us, and then we can help you to expand the horizon. And then EdStar is the largest creative festival in Asia, and is held every year in Korea. We also have our knowledge partner, which is the Walk Company, and we share a lot of marketing insights with our members every month or every other month. So these are some of the things that we've been doing so far. There will be a lot of new services and a lot of the new things that we're going to do. So please, if you're interested, join us in Lahore, and then if you're interested, you can also be a corporate member for the Asian Federation. Okay, that's all for the commercial messages. Now I'd like to share my view on disruption the Chinese way. I'm a Chinese. I was born and raised in Hong Kong, educated in Hong Kong. And then I started my advertising career in Hong Kong. And then I had the chance to start working in China in 1986. I was one of the very few first pioneers who went to China. And like, for instance, a brand that you all know very well, Lux from Unilever, I relaunched the Lux brand in China in 1986. And then I went to Taiwan, and I set up the agency in Taiwan. I worked in Taiwan. I worked in the regional position in the international agency. I was in the worldwide board. So I do have some very first-hand experience in terms of China and the marketing experience there. So I'm going to focus more on marketing perspective of the Chinese disruption. I personally now live in Shanghai, and I work in Beijing, so you can tell that China is a big market. Now, disruption for Chinese is actually it's a very familiar thing. In the past 150 years, actually China went through a lot of disruption. Disruption, which is the revolution that we overthrow the monarchy, the disruption of the Civil War, the disruption of the Japanese invasion, the disruption of the Cultural Revolution. Actually, Cultural Revolution, I would say, is the largest and the most destructive disruption in China. But like we all know, that disruption has a negative impact. But actually, it also paved the way for positive development. Like in China, in Chinese, we have yin and yang. When you have yin, you always have yang to balance the whole thing out. So to me, I would say from Chinese point of view, all these disruptions actually led to one very major period in China, which is the new era of innovation. So in China, we look at disruption not from a negative perspective, but actually from an innovative perspective. And this innovation period started in 1979. This morning, our speaker was talking about Deng Xiaoping. And because of Deng Xiaoping's new economic policy, this economic reform, China changed from a planned economy to a market economy. And this market economy provides opportunities for a lot of people to fulfill their dream, to build their own business, and also build new things which benefit both the individual and also the community. And in terms of the latest disruption or the latest innovation, I would say will be the application of the digital technology in China. This digital innovation started around the year 2000 when internet was introduced to the world. Fortunately, because at that time China is already an open market economy, a lot of overseas Chinese came back from the States, from other parts of the world, and they brought the concept or the technology of internet into China. And then we started to flourish and grow the digital business in China. We have the largest portal in the world. We have a lot of new digital companies in the market. Now, I would summarize and say there are four reasons for high-speed success in the internet market in China and the usage of digital technology in China. We all know that right now, China is the market which is the most sophisticated market in terms of digital applications and the usage of digital technology. The first reason is that there are so many entrepreneurs in China. The entrepreneur spirit, the entrepreneurship in China, the risk-taking attitude in China basically make everybody putting the effort into building the new technology, building the new business. Second reason is that there's a large consumer market as support. So if you have a new startup, if you have a new idea, if you have a new product or a new app, you are sure that if it's a good one, in a very short period of time, you build a big enough consumer base or customer base which will guarantee your income and your future growth. The third reason for this fast-speed development is the abundant supply of funding and talent. You know, in the past 20 years, actually, there's so much money in the market. A lot of VCs, venture capitals, no matter it's local venture capital or overseas venture capital, they fled to China. They went to China, they tried to look for opportunities, they try to invest in whatever they feel is a good new startup, because the return on investment is so good and so big, and there's big chances for their investment to be a good payback. The last but not the least, which you may be surprised, is that the government's attitude is actually a big support for the success in the digital business in China. Well, in China, the government will put in the least regulation or least restraints for new startups. So if you have a new idea that you want to implement in China, in other markets, you may have to wait for to get approval from the government, to get a license, or get an approval to follow the regulation to build your business. But in China, basically, you can do it first. If you are successful, the government is going to change the regulations to fit your business model. Like, for instance, we have the Chinese version of Uber in China called Didi, and actually they've merged Uber. Uber cannot compete with them. We have the Chinese version of WhatsApp called WeChat. We have Alipay. All these things started without any license, or they just go about and do whatever they think is right for the market. Now, so with this background, you can see that the innovation comes in a very different way in China. And also, one very important thing is that the government actually gives so much support to this innovation. 5 years ago, the government, the prime minister, urged all enterprises, companies in China to go Internet Plus. And they're not just saying Internet Plus. They are talking about the change of business attitudes, the change of the business models. It's not just adding something digital. It's the overall transformation of the company into a real digital company. So in China, many of the companies, they are fast, they're quick in adapting new concepts in internet. They do a lot of things that they employ the internet devices. They employ new internet technology, social, whatever, to make their business go further. Secondly, there are a lot of innovations, no matter they were inspired by the Western concept. When it came to China, once they launch it in China, they make it down to earth. They make it part of the life of the people. And actually, most of the innovations, they're really related to your daily life. So now, an ordinary consumer in a Chinese city, they basically live and breathe digital. They can live a real digital lifestyle. So all these applications, all these services are useful to them, and they embrace this technology. And again, one very special characteristic of the Chinese market is that once you do something successful, you will have hundreds of people coming into their business and become your competitor. But this severe competition actually helps to drive constant innovation and improvement. You will never sit down and relax if you're a digital business in China. You have to improve, you have to come up with new ideas and new services every day in order to survive. And then, again, we were talking about Pakistan having a lot of good talents and young talents. In China, we also have a lot of young talents. There's a good supply of new talent and energy in the innovation. Every year, there are 7 million university graduates in China. And these 7 million young people, they're so hungry to build their own career. They're so hungry to make themselves a billionaire. So these talents, these capabilities are going to change the landscape in the market. So innovation, internet price, these two terms are the driving force for the disruption in China. So let me show you some cases. The first case is a new product. This is a new product, which is a very simple product, which is a product that you definitely buy, but they put in the social element into it. They put in the internet technology into it. Let's take a look at this case.
As a parent, it's tough to make our kids drink enough water, especially when they're out of sight. But dehydration is a major concern in lots of countries. It affects cognition, attention, and diseases like obesity and diabetes. A recent study by the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health reveals that over half of all children are dehydrated, and a quarter drink only sugary juices and soda. So how can children be motivated to drink enough water? And how can parents stay informed? Enter Galulu, the pet in a bottle, an interactive bottle with an embedded screen enabled by advanced technology and whimsical companions to help children learn healthy habits. Setting up a Galulu bottle is simple. Parents and children choose their favorite virtual pet and set a goal based on age and lifestyle. As your child drinks more water, the virtual pet will grow and evolve. That makes drinking water fun and rewarding. The multiple sensors accurately measure the amount of water consumed, recording the user's drinking pattern over time. Once Galulu is connected to Wi-Fi, children's drinking data is automatically uploaded to the cloud, and parents are quickly informed through the app. Parents can set Galulu to bedtime and school mode. That helps children to concentrate in class and get proper rest. By shaking two bottles together, kids can add virtual pets and friends. Galulu has been distributed to nearly 100 pilot users, and it has already accumulated orders of over $100,000 US from resellers. With an ever-expanding Galulu universe, children love drinking water.
This is a new startup. The founders are a field advertising agency, creative and account service people. They came up with this idea. They get the funding very quickly, and then they developed the product. And I'm sure, as a parent, you would see the very interesting insight in this product. And I'm sure you will be very happy to buy this product for your kids. So this is the type of quick response and insight that in China today. Second thing is that for corporations, the internet the wide coverage of the high-speed internet and also the high penetration of smartphone by consumers provide you with a new opportunity to create good consumer engagement. There's a good example from Unilever. Let's take a look at it.
In China, Unilever owns over 2,000 products, from shampoos to laundry detergents, from tea to ice creams. Wherever there is home, there is Unilever. Unilever continuously explores opportunities to engage consumers and make their life better. We believe every package has the power to connect people with our brands. More and more consumers start using WeChat to scan the barcode to find product information and the brand. Unilever seized this opportunity and launched Unilever WeChat Barcode Scan Platform. To let millions of Unilever products talk to 600 million WeChat users. When consumers scan the barcode, they can browse product information, discover the brand history or engaging mobile activities, build long engagement with the brand via following brand WeChat account, contact Unilever Consumer Engagement Hotline via one click. By scanning the barcode, consumer can also share their product usage feedback with brand or even join product development. Directly purchase from online or offline. Retail can also leverage this platform to attract Unilever consumers via coupons, which can be used directly at the retailer's cashier. This will enhance the shopping experience. Moreover, Unilever WeChat Barcode Scan Platform is integrated with the Unilever DMP to tailor-make relevant brand content for consumers in future engagement, just from one barcode. The Unilever WeChat Barcode Scan Platform unlocks the O2O opportunity for a traditional FMCG company, turning every Unilever product to a powerful channel that connects offline to online in just 2 months. Internet Plus is coming. Let every Unilever product barcode talk. This is just a new beginning. At Unilever, WeChat Barcode Scan Platform.
The barcode is not a new thing. We've been seeing barcodes for a long time, but with this Internet Plus new mindset, Unilever has turned the barcode into a very powerful tool and then integrate everything together. This is, well, I think a good example of what Wendy was telling us earlier on, that being a digital company, it's not just using the digital technology, it's the overall business model and the overall mindset of how to use digital devices and digital technology to build a more efficient and more powerful business platform. You also can use new technology or internet technology for consumer empowerment. You know, we are in the advertising business, we're in the marketing business. We know we always want to involve our consumers. And now we all say the consumer is the king. The consumers are being exposed to so much information. They were being caught by so many different brands. How do you build a special relationship with the consumer? How do you leave a good impression with the consumer? Oreo had a very good example. This is not a new case. Actually, it was created several years ago. But it, again, demonstrates how quick and how responsive the Chinese innovation is. Once they have the 3D technology, 3D printing technology, they put 3D printing into marketing. Let's take a look at the case.
September 2015, Oreo went viral. People were crazy about the little cookie. What was all the excitement about? Early 2015 saw the launch of a global campaign called Play with Oreo. 5 new embossments specifically launched for the Chinese market. How to engage people play with them in more fun ways. We found that Chinese youth loves posting selfies. They love technology, and they love custom stylization. Then, what's the idea? Make selfie into custom Oreo cookies, thanks to the 3D printing technology. So step 1, choose an embossment design and take a selfie. Step 2. Share your design in your WeChat moments, where all of your friends can vote for it. Step 3. Thousands of lucky participants win the personalized Oreo cookie 3D printed. To reach more target audience, we leverage 5 types of apps media relevant to embossments for driving traffic. Explosively, Chinese youth are going crazy for this little cookie. Thousands of people showing off their cookies and created a new social media trend. Celebrities also joined in and shared their own 3D printed Oreo. And in turnover, 20 million social awareness. The campaign generated large amounts of shared selfies. And finally, we chose 300 of the selfies, created the largest concertina book ever, thus setting a new Guinness World Record. As a result, campaign totally achieved over 1.14 billion media impressions. Over 860,000 participate with the HTML5 engagement. The campaign generated an estimated 800,000 RMB of free media and successfully converted into both market share and sales increases. Last September, we witnessed the coming of a revolutionary campaign. Did you play with your Oreo today?
And then actually I have another case but I will skip it because I'm running out of time. But this case I would definitely want to share with you because using the Internet Plus concept, people are changing the industry. It's an industry revolution in China which applied to a B2B business, a traditional transportation business. Let's take a look at the case.
400多万公里的长度上，
It's in Chinese,
多
but you
少
have
人辛苦劳
subtitle
作
there.。
年轻的我们执着于让辛劳的人们更有收获，我们改变世界，始于脚下。我们为车找货，货找车提供智能匹配服务，无论货主还是司机，在运满满询价系统都可以方便的询价和报价。询价系统集成公路运输中各项关键要素。我们运用互联网加技术打造数据海洋，海量沉淀数据计算出的价格，给用户提供了可靠的参考依据，不断优化算法引擎，深度分析运输调度。运满满调度系统在全国范围内，使运力和货物精准匹配更加完美，使空返率、运力利用率得到显著优化。运满满，让公路物流更美好。
It's a new system that matches the truck drivers with the people who need the truck drivers to help them deliver products to other parts of the country. In the past, the truck drivers, they do not know where the customers are. The owners who have goods to transport, they do not know which truck driver is available, which truck driver is dependable and safe. But this system matched both parties, and it created a high efficient and highly valuable platform for this business to flourish in the market. Now, so that's why you see disruption and innovation. You come up with a new idea, you do it, and if you have a good idea, you definitely will be successful in China. But however, I would say for disruption or innovation, I personally believe that we still have to follow this ROI principle, not just return on investment, but to me, our ROI, which I've been practicing for a long time, is that whatever you want to create and innovate, make it relevant. Relevant to your business, relevant to your original line of business, make it original. The new idea has to be original, don't just copy. And then it has to be impactful. It has to make a difference in order for consumers to be able to follow. So I hope I have given you a glimpse of the disruption Chinese way. I could go for 50 minutes instead of 15 minutes, which I was given. And I hope to see you again. I hope I can come back next year and share a lot more cases, a lot more new development from China for everybody. And next year, 2019, I hope to see you in Lahore, in the beautiful city of Lahore, and also invite your friends to join us in Lahore. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Raymond So, the chairman of AFAA. Ladies and gentlemen, did we learn a lot from him on the revolution, on China's industry as well as advertisement? Thank you so much, Mr. Raymond So.